On February 28th and March 1st, the UCM Department of Theater and Dance produced 2 one-act productions for the Richard Herman Black Box Theater program. Production manager and director Hannah Joyce gave KMOS more insight on the productions.
The Black Box Theater program is a program where students can really get their hands on their craft. It's designed mostly for directors and playwrights, and how it works is students submit a work they want to put on the stage, and this space allows them to do that.
We get a small little budget. It's ran by students, with production managers to directors to casting the shows to finding the sets and the props and all that.
We begin the semester with a meeting with all the students who want to be a part of it, either to submit a play, and that's how it really begins. And anybody at school can really present a play to do, and auditions take place later, and they're also open to anybody at the UCM. My position at the Black Box is I am production manager for this semester, this season, and so what I do is I usually I find spaces for directors so they can rehearse, times that are good. I find out which performance dates we could use, and I kind of handle the budget.
I am the director for Pictures by Horace Hawley. I got to audition some actors, cast them in a show, and I've had a lot of fun helping them find their characters and block them so they know where to go.
The play I'm in is called Pictures by Horace Hawley, and my character is Joe. And my character is a painter, he's an artist, and he is kind of really in love with art and what he does, and he really sticks to what he believes in.
I'm in Pictures by Horace Hawley, and I play Sylvia, the wife. The character's kind of how would you say, very kind of, I don't know if you can say it's artsy-fartsy, very kind of flaky, flies around, doesn't really know what she's doing. She's trying to compete with the men who are constantly talking about art and having this big argument and debate, and my character's just throwing some random words in to make her sound big and clever.
I play the character of Mr. Wentworth, and he is a very uptight, older man, and he feels that art is meant to be beautiful and not modern like some of the other characters would like to paint.
I chose this play because I wanted something that I could play with the script, and it is in public domain, and it's also something where I can just play with my actors and find their motivation.
I'm doing Graceland by Ellen Byron, and actually how it worked is Dr. Marla Selvage, who is from the Center for Religious Studies here at UCM, she actually approached Dr. Herman about doing a play that's focused on Elvis, because she's actually doing a class called Elvis Memphis Messiah, and she approached Dr. Herman about doing a play, and eventually it led to me directing it.
I am in Graceland by Ellen Byron, and I am playing the character of Rudy, who is a early 20s woman who is from southern Louisiana, so Cajun town down there, and she is showing up to the opening of Elvis's home, Graceland, and she is determined to be the first one in for personal reasons, and which is discovered throughout the play, and she's a lot of fun. She's a hoot and a half. She is very outspoken and just very fun. She's hilarious.
I am playing Bev in the one-act Graceland. Bev has come, it's set in the early 80s when they're opening Graceland, Elvis's home, and Bev has come to be the first person, the #1 fan in the doors. And then she encounters someone else who kind of has the same idea, and that's where the tensions rise.
The difference between seeing a show in small theater versus the larger theater is that the audience-to-actor relationship is a lot more intimate. You can't pretend they're not there. It's very obvious that they're there.
Having your audience that much closer to your actors makes things really awkward, and sometimes that's delightful and that works out to your advantage. Sometimes it hurts and you kind of have to work around it.
Also in the black box, because the audience can be sitting 2 feet away from you, you really have to be in character all the time. You cannot break. You cannot even have a thought that is not in the scene, or else it'll ruin the illusion for the audience, and then it's just not fun.